Hello, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to sit down with me today for coffee and the Word. That time each morning that we examine a small portion of God's Word, and then we apply it to our lives so we can become a little more like Jesus today than we were yesterday. So grab that cup and let's get started. We're going to continue on in Devotions from the Mountains by Lisa Ham. We're going to talk about surviving winter. Seems like an odd time here at this time of year with the high temps to think about surviving winter, but listen to what Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 4 through 6. There are different kinds of gifts, but the same Spirit distributes them. There are different kinds of service, but the same Lord. There are different kinds of working, but in all of them and in every one, it is the same God at work. In the winter, snow-capped peaks rise majestically over the wintry landscape. But all sorts of creatures face a challenge in surviving until spring. Wolves, coyotes, mountain lions hunt or scavenge all winter. Deer and elk must forage for food. Most bears fatten up and hibernate, their heartbeat and metabolism slowing so that their reserves of body fat supply sustenance through the colder months. Some bats do the same, roosting together in caves. Squirrels stay awake throughout the winter, eating food that they have stockpiled in their den or nest. So do picas, a member of the rabbit family that lives in the rocks of the high elevations. Each creature's coping mechanisms for the harsh weather are suited to its strengths and weaknesses. God is so creative, isn't he? What care he has put into making each animal a unique creation. As Jesus said in Matthew 10 and verse 29, are not 2 sparrows sold for a penny? Yet not one of them will fall to the ground outside of your Father's care. God extends his creativity to you and I as well. The Apostle Paul wrote about this at length in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, comparing the church to a physical body. A whole and healthy body, functioning as God envisions, requires variety. If the whole body were an eye, where would the sense of hearing be? If the whole body were an ear, where would the sense of smell be? But in fact, God has placed the parts in the body, every one of them just as he wanted them to be. If they were all one part, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, but one body. 1 Corinthians 12, 17 through 20. Our differences are not always a cause for concern or for conflict. It takes all of us using our gifts in various ways to make his church whole and healthy. And that's something that we can all celebrate. Father, thank you for your variety in creation and in your church as well. Please guide us in how you want to use us in a particular gifts that you have given to each of us. Be blessed and have a grace-filled day.